How'd you find us?
You've just tuned in
to Radio U. U for Universe. Are you ready? Hey guys, my name is Ruth. You have joined Tune In Radio U, a place where you can find the right guides to help you navigate the spiritual jungle. I've been followed by a moon shadow, moon shadow, moon shadow. Hello, beautiful listener. Welcome to Tune In Radio U. I am your host, Ruth. And today, I want to talk about shadow and shadow work. What is shadow work? What is the shadow? Okay, so everyone's got a shadow. And basically, the spiritual community has a fun time of making things that don't need to sound way more woo than they need to. Yeah, shadow is just those parts of you that remain unseen. Those parts of you that, can be triggered by outside influences or internal influences. You can trigger yourself quite as easily as other people can trigger you. And those triggers come from parts of you that are hidden. They are there because of some trauma that has happened to you in the past. And they are the parts of you that we repress. We don't like to look at because they are uncomfortable. They are dark, heavy, angry, fearful, and all those wonderful things that we like to run away from as a general rule. And shadow work is basically switching the light on those bad boys. And by the way, I want to give props to Christina Lopes for inspiring this particular episode. She made a very illuminating video on the subject, pun intended, and this is where this comes from. So, why am I talking about shadow work? Well, a few reasons. First, according to Christina and a number of other people that are au fait on the subject, the vibrations, the energies that we have been experiencing of late have increased phenomenally, which means that once we were a lower vibration and now energies have come along that have increased the vibration, increased the fastness, I guess, of these vibrations. And because of that, where once we would generally need outside triggers to bring up these shadows within us, these vibrations are now shaking these triggers up within ourselves. So we don't even need to be influenced by anyone else or anything else. We are influencing ourselves, or more to say, the increasing speed of these energies are influencing and they are triggering these shadows within us. So we could be doing nothing much, reading a book, doing the gardening, putting the dishes away, and we have a thought. And that thought raises an emotional charge within us. It makes us feel angry, fearful, whatever it is. That is the shadow, my friend. So what should you do when that happens? What you shouldn't do is react and then try and distract yourself from it and run away from it and not deal with it ever again. What you definitely should do is ask yourself, why has this come up for me now? Where am I feeling this? Where does it come from? And, think about the answers. Shadow work is shedding light on those dark parts of yourself that we generally want to run away from and not deal with. And why should you deal with it? Well, because, beautiful listener, because once you shine some light on these bad boys, they tend to dissipate. You become more of yourself. You integrate it. You become more whole. That's why. And next time a similar trigger wants to trigger you, you'll feel less or not much at all. You won't be triggered anymore. This is why you should work on these. I went outside just then and I was taking some washing off the line and I looked up and saw the moon and it was 3/4 full. And I was like, yes, shadow. Basically what it is, we know that the moon is full. We know there's a big round ball out there, but sometimes it is obstructed and we can't see the whole thing. There can be a really large or a smaller shadow covering up part of the moon, but we know it's there, and it's only when it becomes full that we can see the whole thing, it's been illuminated. The whole thing has been illuminated, becomes whole. That is us. We are potentially a full moon, just waiting to be illuminated fully. Another reason why I'm bringing this up, well, I've been experiencing being self-triggered a lot of late. So, the proclamations of, people like Christina Lopes, etc. This stuff rings true for me. And if it's ringing true for me, I know it's ringing true for you, or at least some of you. There is a quickening happening right now. Time, not as we know it, but as we maybe perceive it, is moving faster. We may be experiencing things that we haven't experienced before, but it's exciting, don't you think? I'm excited. I'm so excited about the opportunities, the possibilities, the gifts that are being slowly illuminated within each one of us. So exciting. I mean, I could potentially be a witch. I don't know, but fuck yeah if I am. Be doing potions left, right, and center. Turning a whole bunch of politicians into toads. Fuck. And another reason why I'm talking about this now is because it's time. It's time for you to step up to the plate. Stop fucking around. Stop running away from your emotions. They are valid. They are just as valid as you. And they are there to show you something about yourself that you need to face up to. And I promise you, for the most part, it's not as scary as you're making it out to be. You get to a point where you've done so much shadow work that you're like, oh, cool, here's another one. All right, let's look at it. Let's shine some light on this. Oh, nice. And it feels, pardon the pun, light. You feel lighter. You've integrated something that has weighed heavily on you for such a long time, and with some light shone on it, bam, it's fucking gone. What are you waiting for? Shadow work is not as shadowy as it sounds. It's good for you. It's like eating your vegetables, but better for you spiritually and emotionally instead of physically. But also physically, because it's all connected and yada yada. You know the drill. But I digress. My point being is that shadow work is not as woo as it sounds. I mean, even if you're not spiritual at all, it's really smart to kind of look at those things that trigger you and want to do something about it so that they don't trigger you anymore, right? I mean, to me, it just sounds logical, but I don't know. People have called me crazy before. But anyway, do your shadow work, kids. It's good for you. And if you like this episode, support my work. Please and thank you. Go to patreon.com/thefrequencydj and pick a subscription membership that you feel comfortable with. There is $10 a month, $20 a month, or $50 a month. If you go to my Instagram page, link in my bio, you can just buy me lunch. If you want to, there's a link there. You can just do a one-off payment to support my work. I don't really do conventional work anymore. At least I'm trying not to. And, apart from podcasts, this podcast, I also do sonic meditations, and I'm building my business. It's slow and constant work. And yeah, a lot of the time I'm trying to think of new things that can help you in your life, in your day, make it better. And yeah, that's basically what I do. I'm always thinking about it. Always thinking about how I can help you have an easier life. Mainly because I've had a pretty intense one. So yeah, I want to try and see if I can make it easier for the rest of you, just because no one likes that. No one wants an intense, hard-ass life. Not if they can help it anyway. I mean, I look back now and I see it as a blessing and all that cliche sort of stuff, but it's true. Because now I'm here doing this, and I would stake my life that I was definitely born for this. I've been training all my life for this day, for this time. Not even exaggerating. Yeah, I'm that guy. Call me crazy, but I fucking love it. Anyway, it would be great if you supported me. If you do not, I send you so much love. Either way, I hope that you are having an amazing day. Whatever you're doing, whatever you do, be kind to yourself. Whatever's happening, just be kind to you. It starts with you and you doing the work on you, and then it ripples out all those frequencies and vibrations. Sending you so much love, beautiful listener. Thank you for sticking around and listening to Tune In Radio U. I have very much enjoyed having you here, and I appreciate your support. If you feel called to, feel free to share this episode, like, subscribe, or take one step further and go to patreon.com/thefrequencydj and select a membership tier that resonates with you, and you can support my work and get benefits for doing so. I really appreciate you. Sending you much love, heaps of light. I'll catch you next time.